What's up, everybody? This is Ben and Zach. Welcome to the District Spotlight, your premier platform for independent music.
Yes, thank you so much for coming back. Appreciate that. Like Ben said, we are the District Spotlight. If you haven't been here before, it's really simple what we do. Please check us out. We have a combined vision to give the artists and the audience a platform that spotlights the independent music scene. All we ask from you is completely free platform for both the artists and the audience. All we ask from you guys is just like, comment, share, subscribe for sure. Let us know what you think about it. Let us know if it's awful, if it's great. And if you do nothing else, please just check out the artists, the musicians we bring on. They're doing really dope things, really awesome people, a lot of grit, a lot of passion. So, show them some justice. Without further ado, this week, I've actually been following this week's artist for a couple of years now. It's been a pleasure to see his growth as a musician. Does a great job expressing himself through his art. From my point of view, I think a lot of people can relate and learn a little something from people like that. This week we have singer, rapper, songwriter, definitely a triple threat. If I've ever seen one, Corey Gossett.
What's going on,
What's
guys?
good,
What's up, man?
So
Thanks for coming in.
I'm going to start this one and let everybody know what kind of visionary you are right off the bat, okay? So I read one of your Facebook posts. I shared it, and I just want to read it off. People really sleep on the power we have these days. If everyone in Indiana retweeted or shared every artist, business, musician, etc., we would be put on the world stage. Just think about that. All of us hold the power to make whatever we want out of this place, being Indianapolis, Indiana, Ohio. You guys have Ohio people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not hard. Just like if we had like a month where everyone was just like, fuck it, we're only going to play indie music, share this stuff, businesses.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. I feel like, and I mean, I said it in the post, I guess, but it's wild how people just don't realize that we have that power now.
Yeah.
Like, it's different now. Like, the internet changed everything.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's nuts.
I think there's always been a lot of music too, but I think the internet, it's given a platform for everybody to like actually put it out there, you know, and the power behind it is super, super strong.
100%.
That is a cool post.
Loved it. It's been
It's
probably one of my
like
favorites.
we're
It's
all
like,
just on the same playing field now. Like, it's not like East Coast, West Coast. Like, it used to be, you know, the Midwest was kind of slept on in that regard when it came to like a lot of the new, like the modern music that's coming out now. But like the internet makes it, I mean, it's going to take us some time to get there, but we can elevate the culture here and have our own vibe just the way that the East Coast and the West Coast does.
Yeah. I already saw on like a magazine, I don't know what it was saying like top live music places besides so-and-so. And like Indiana was one of those. It was just like, yeah, I was like,
We're here.
I'm not
We're
crazy.
doing it.
There is good music here.
100%.
Now it's coming up. How do you think we could help grow the culture, continue to grow the culture?
I mean, really just supporting people online, I think, is a big thing. And I mean, me personally, and being as involved as I have these past few years, it's like I feel like we're doing it. I feel like we're doing everything we can. People are hosting events, supporting each other for the most part. I mean, you know, there's always people
could do better.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But I mean, I think we're doing everything. I think we're on a good track. I think as long as we keep doing what we're doing and people keep joining in and realizing that being a creative is a lot more realistic thing to do these days than it ever has been. And we just keep it up and keep going down the road we're going down. I think we'll be good eventually. I think it'll take time, though.
Yeah. Speaking of platforms, like, do you actually like Spotify and Apple Music and like what they like can give you, or do you feel like there could be something better?
Like as an artist, or
as an artist, as making money, as in everything, like just a platform for music. Do you think there would be something better out there?
I mean, I don't know. I'm personally a huge fan of Apple Music as a listener. And I recently just got tapped in to my Spotify and Apple Music for artists and stuff, because I did have Ash, our label manager. He kind of like had control of all that for a while, but he just gave everybody their stuff. So I think it's really nice how I can check my stats and just kind of like figure out what I need to work on. Like one thing I know for me is I want to start pushing Spotify a lot more, which is, you guys saw the promotion we did. If you follow me on Spotify, you can hear
did
the
that
song.
link.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm working on right now, is just trying to get my Spotify where my Apple Music is. Right. So, I mean, I think it's good. I think they give artists plenty of tools, to be able to analyze their stats, how many plays they're getting, where their plays are from. I think it's a really useful tool.
Yeah, I do too, man. I think it's like almost like used to be record stores. That used to be your platform spreading music, and before that, who knows? It was just like sitting there on a guitar and singing, and stuff like that. But like, I think it might not be the last thing, iTunes and Spotify. It might not be the last thing, the last platform. But right now, I think it's the best.
And, you guys think there'll be newer platforms in the future?
Who knows? Like history.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
History is always growing, or always repeating itself, and it's always changing. And the modern things they're always going to be something different. There's always going to be something that beats it. You never know what it is. You never know when it's coming, but something will come. And I don't know. I think it's for an artist right now, it is the best time to be almost an independent artist.
Oh, 100%.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Okay, so you're close to my age, but do you remember, like, so if you think about it, like LimeWire, Napster, all the stuff, I mean, you used all that stuff.
Yeah.
And just the old school, like, Apple, like, Mac playlist. Like, I miss, like, what my library was like. Because you can't do that, and it, like, deleted all my old songs, just because most of them were from YouTube and stuff. But, like, you just think how it's going to change 10 years from now. It's going to be freaking weird.
Yeah, and that's why
it's hard to even imagine where it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be some, like, virtual reality thing where I can...
Virtual shows. They're actually looking into doing that. Virtual
I've
reality
seen some
shows.
Crazy VR stuff. Man.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even want to go down that
Really?
Like, wild stuff.
But, so you're talking about promoting your music a little bit on Spotify, getting that Spotify game up to where your iTunes is. What are some ways that you're doing? Because I haven't seen your name for a while. What are some ways that you and your team are getting your guys' name out there? What are some promoting marketing tools?
I mean, really right now, the main goal, I mean, social media is always like, I try to remain present on social media. I don't typically like to give my opinions on like sensitive subjects. I just like to keep it focused on the music. I feel like that's one thing that really benefits me, is that, people don't look at my Twitter and see like an opinion machine. It's just like, this guy makes music, So I try to just keep it, brand friendly, talking about either my music, Smart Boy as a whole, supporting our other artists. And I think we all do that. And I think that all helps us. Then running like little campaigns like the Spotify thing. We're always trying to think of creative ways. For me personally, it's been, I dropped Own Ideas, and Next is Good for You. But other than that, I haven't really had much stuff to promote. So I'm just trying to, get these singles out, promote them as much as I can, have these little campaigns here and there, let people hear it early and this and that, and just try to form relationships with these people who are listening. And then when the album comes out, it's, time for Instagram ads, doing shows, as much video content as we possibly can, just stuff like that.
I saw you're doing a release party for a song, or is it the whole album?
It's going to be the whole album.
In Shelbyville?
Yeah.
That's tight.
Are you going to the casino after or something?
No, definitely not. It's actually at a spot where I was telling you guys a little bit beforehand, my buddy Alex Zander, who makes a lot of my instrumentals and stuff.
What's his Instagram again?
It is not Alex Hankins.
Okay.
Is his I believe.
Sweet.
But he, the place that we're doing it at, I went there. Me and some friends used to hang out there quite a bit. And one time I was there, and it was like during that time period, like right before he started making beats, and as I was kind of falling out of music and becoming uninspired, because I lost like basically all of my work up to that point. And we were there one time, and he was just like, I can't even remember. He did like a poll on Twitter or something. He's like, if so many people do this, it's like, you're doing a show here. Like, I'll go talk to the guy right now. And then we were chilling over the course of like an hour or two. We were there, and then by the end of it, enough people had did it. So he went up, talked to the guy, and got me a show there. And then that kind of just started this relationship of us like coming in there, me doing shows, getting friendly with them. And I mean, as much as I am not a fan of Shelbyville, it is, you know, where I spent a lot of time growing up, and like that place definitely had a big part of making me who I am. So I think it would be cool to go back there. And plus with just like being back and forth from like Dayton so much, like working on the album this year is like, it'll be nice, you know, to reconnect with everybody out there that I know and that has been following me, you know, on this journey that I've been
You go
doing,
out,
so.
you go out there to Ohio a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So is that where Smart Boy is?
Yeah, Smart Boy is located in Dayton, Ohio. Yes.
Sweet, bro. Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to them. You want to tell everybody, the whole team?
Yeah, we got Ash Matthews. He is the owner of Smart Boy. He's the engineer, executive producer, I guess you could say. Like he really just has his hands in everything that we do. We got Derek Swoveland, D Swove. He is our in-house producer, so he makes a lot of beats for us. Him and Ash both are just like constantly like filling up this Google Drive.
Oh man.
Like, so we just constantly have stuff to choose from and, you know, work with if we like it. And then if we don't choose it, it ends up going on smartboys.com's beat store or Derek's Beat Stars. And then we got JV Tree. He incredibly talented kid from Ohio. Wapak is his hometown. He's an amazing rapper. Casso, he's from Lima, I believe.
Is that the Panda guy?
Yeah.
Panda
He's
Gang?
dope.
Panda Gang Casso.
He's dope.
Yeah, he's sick. He has an amazing voice for rap. He's super talented. He can sing. He's amazing. And then Zachary Leone, fellow Indianapolis native.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's got like a West Coast vibe, super, you know, he gets a lot of like funk influence and stuff like
Horns and crazy
that.
stuff in these songs, man.
He's amazing. And he's got a lot of his own producers that help him with that type of sound, because that's next level. I love him. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. I think that's it.
You.
And me.
So how'd that all, I know you guys said you had like just started right before I met them, other like Zachary and JV Tree and all them here.
Yeah.
And you said you just got together a couple months before that. How'd that come to be?
Basically, like, Ash had worked with all of us separately.
Yeah.
I'd actually met Casso at this point a couple times. We did a couple songs together. One, we did Home, which is a pretty popular one on my Apple Music. And then we also did a song with American. Do you guys know American?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's on Rhythm and Flow, I think, too.
Yeah. We did a song with her called Pictures, which I personally think is the most slept on song.
I don't even know if I've heard it.
It's on Apple Music. It's under Xander's name.
Okay.
It was a single he released, but it's me, Casso, American, and I love that song.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, we had all worked together separately, and he invited us out to go to like this wing festival thing, just like as like a group thing. He was like, hey, I like all of you guys, let's get together and kick it. So we went out there, we went to this wing festival, had some barbecue wings, which were fire, chilled, came back, and we just started hanging out and like, you know, talking about music, making music, showing each other stuff we were working on. And I mean, we all just kind of hit it off. And then from there, I think the next day, like when we all left, Ash just put us all in a group chat, and he was like, we gotta do this.
Is that when Smart Boys came to be, or did he already have that name?
Well, he actually always, as long as I've known Ash, Smart Boy Studios has been a thing. It's just been his thing, and I think he was just waiting for the right time to kind of execute on it.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I think that weekend that we all spent together and vibed and everything just kind of clicked. I think that was, and not just for Ash, all of us, kind of like a moment like, yeah, we need to work on this stuff together.
Yeah, everyone seems to have like their own like clique. We were talking about
Yeah, we were
this.
talking about that. I mean, everybody in the world, but like specifically every artist has their own little team behind them.
Yeah, I mean, you got
at
to.
least the
Weird to see
successful
them, they're
ones.
like-
Yeah.
You guys are all over the place. It's kind of cool to see who's connected and whatever. But
So
Definitely,
just
I think it's important.
so going back to like you, You mentioned that when you'd met Xander, you lost all your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What happened there? What do you mean?
All right, basically what happened is, I mean, I started writing music in like 7th grade, 8th grade, and it was like acoustic stuff mostly, like piano, acoustic guitar, just singer-songwriter, just pop music,
Yeah, you
I
definitely
guess.
seem like a singer more than a rapper sometimes. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's just I've been trying to go down that route just because that's who I am, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really consider myself like a rapper like that, but I just take influences from things that I like, you know.
Yeah.
But I started writing music in like 7th or 8th grade, and then I would start putting all my final drafts of songs into this composition notebook, starting like my freshman year. And then my senior year in high school, I put the last page in that notebook, like filled it up all the way. Had that, and that was just like, I mean, that's my life, you know,
Wow.
like my pride and joy. Last day of school, left it there. Never saw it again.
What?
Yeah, trashed.
Maybe it was just saying like, leave this shit behind, bro.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, and that's kind of like how it turned out is,
When did you realize you didn't have it?
I mean, as soon as I got home.
Damn.
I got home and opened up my bag, realized it wasn't there, and drove back to school. I was searching like trash cans and shit.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, dude. It was bad.
Damn. So what did that do?
Super
Like,
discouraging.
So how did you move on from that? Like what?
I
What was
mean,
going through your head?
For like 1 or 2 years, like I really didn't. I wasn't doing anything creative, you know, until, like I was telling you guys, Xander got me to do that show, you know, that had me feeling kind of good, but still not like inspired enough to like write a bunch of new stuff and like work on it like that. And then that's when he started making instrumentals and stuff, like not too long after that, probably a year or 2 after that. And yeah, and then when he started, you know, taking off with it, I was like, he inspired me, you know, to like just create again. Seeing him like put his head down and just learn an entirely new thing made me go like, you know, I want to do that too. So we made the New Slate 50/50 EP, and it was a blast. I mean, it's crazy because like,
That's cool.
it was seemingly like the worst thing I could possibly do was make a, you know, just randomly, because all the people that knew my music knew that it was just singer-songwriter, pop music, basically. And for me to just randomly be like, yeah, I'm going to be a rapper, was seemingly the worst idea that I could have possibly had, you know, ended up being the best thing that
That's
ever happened
sweet,
to me,
though.
you know?
Yeah. That's
So I
when
think
I
that's
found
just
you.
a testament to like taking chances and just trying new things, because you never know where it'll take you, you know?
Hell yeah. I mean, good for you, man. That's dope. And that's when I think that's when I found you, is when you released that EP,
Yeah.
Go. And I'd known Brady a little bit. I met him at a party in high school or something.
Really?
Yeah, we threw a fat ass party in junior year.
Nice.
And Brady had showed up. He knows like a few of my buddies back then, but yeah. And I think I followed him, and he shared your music, and I was like, damn, dog. And I was managing another artist at the time. And I was like, damn, bro, you should listen to this guy's music. But good for you, man. That's tight. That's tight. So did after you released that, did you get good feedback, good vibes? Were you like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is my vibe. I'm gonna roll with it, and I'm just gonna keep going. And you and Xander kept doing your thing, like.
Yeah, I mean, it was because, and I was telling you guys a little bit about this earlier. It's like New Slate, although it was a very important project for me to make and get me, you know, on this track that I am now, it's not something that I felt like artistically from me. I mean, I shouldn't say that, because it was me just having fun, but a lot of the times, I don't know, it's just like a little bit more like talking smack and stuff, and that's just like not like actually who I am, you know? Like, because like I said, I grew up writing like pop music, not Count It and Go and stuff like that, you know? So it was very like out of my element, but it was an awesome experience. I just wanted to kind of like veer back towards, like, take this new influence that I have and fuse it with where I came from and actually make it like me. Like, so, like, I don't know. I I think I'm on a really good track right now. Like I was saying earlier, like the Comeback Kid, I've never been more proud of anything in my whole entire life, because it's like this whole culmination of like 5 or 6, 7 years that took me to like be able to make this. You know, it's really even more than that. It's like I grew up writing the acoustic stuff. It's like if I had not done that, and then had I not lost my notebook, had I not, you know, been friends with Hankins, and then he inspired me by just randomly, like there's so much stuff and life lived that got us to this point. It's like, I'm just so thankful for it.
Hell yeah.
They're not coincidences anymore. You kind of know it just was meant to be like that.
That's when you
100%.
start realizing that life happens for reasons, and as long as you stay true to what you want, it will come together.
100%. Me and my brother, I don't know how much time we have left, but
Keep rolling.
We're rolling.
cool. Me and my little brother Robbie, who does the 463 stuff, me and him have been talking a lot about this whole concept of like honest creativity. And there's something that I thought was really neat, is so on the Comeback Kid, one of the first songs I recorded is actually the second to last song on the album, and then the last song on the album was the last song that I recorded. So these songs were recorded very far apart, like a year apart basically.
It's kind of cool.
But the songs actually go together like perfectly, like one after another. Like one basically proposes a question, and then the last one answers the question. And basically how this theory or this concept of honest creativity plays into that is like whenever you're just honest in the things that you're creating, and just as a person in general, you'll find that things like that happen. It's like you don't have to try. I think that if someone from the outside looking in listens to the Comeback Kid from top to bottom, they will see a lot of things that they'll be like, oh wow, that was intentional. Like that's cool that he did that. Like that's a cool element. But the crazy thing is that none of it was really intentional. But I was honest in creating it, so it came across that way. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I feel like you can apply that to anything that you do, not just like music or anything like that. You could, with the podcast, you know, like just be honest and care about what you're doing, and it's like things just fall into place like that, you know?
Yeah.
You guys make it easier to care about this, you know what I'm saying? Like you guys are passionate about it. You know,
I appreciate that.
We all kind of just connect, you know. It's cool to build these relationships.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's a blast, yeah.
And that was like leading me like building relationships and stuff. Are you still planning on like collabing with like other people outside of Smart Boys and stuff and doing
100%.
You did mention networking is like a big thing for you this year, right?
Yeah, like literally shows and singles and collabs is literally like all I want to do this year after the album drops, of course.
I think we need to do like a crosstown collab where just like one person just links up with someone who they would never actually like link up with.
That'd be lit, yeah.
Just see what we can like create and stuff.
Yeah,
100%.
We want to be a part of that too, that culture, you know, bringing people together as well, artist to artist and stuff. That's dope. So Comeback Kid.
Yeah. I'm
freaking hyped for it, bro.
Me
I'm
too,
hyped.
man. Me too.
What? So obviously you talked a little bit about it, but what is the Comeback Kid? What is that? What is the meaning behind it? You know?
Okay, so the initial idea was like my one of my best friends, Nick. He basically like he always makes this joke like whenever I get out of a relationship, he always expects like fire ass music. So it's just like you know, this whole idea of like the comeback, you know. So and I remember just thinking about that one day, and he and the name just kind of like popped into my mind. I was like, the Comeback Kid, like I like that. And but what's crazy is, and this whole idea of honest creativity I feel like carries over this way, is like, as you know, the process of actually making the album this past year, it's like it started to mean like so much more than just that, you know, because like that was like the general, you know, like how I came up with the name. But it's like this whole idea that no matter what kind of direction that I took in life, it's like whether it's with a girlfriend and like trying to settle down, or being preoccupied with a new job, or this or that, you know, like anything, friends, relationships, it's like would try to like steer me away from music in a sense, because, you know, if you're doing other things, and I'm not saying that you should just abandon all your relationships and just do music, but like, you know, they do pull away from it, whether you want to admit that or not. And a lot of the times for me personally, it would just get to the point where it's like I wasn't inspired, and, you know, I would just keep like, but what's crazy to me is that none of those things that pull me away from music ever work out. So this whole idea that no matter how far I get pulled away from music, that I always come back.
Definitely.
Dope. That's dope.
You know you're doing it for a reason then, right?
100%.
I fuck with that. That is so true, though. That is so true. Damn. All right.
I feel like we could keep talking all freaking day.
I know. I think we got 3 minutes left. Is there anything that you got coming up, man, that you want to promote?
Well, we got...
yeah, throw it up.
We got Own Ideas out now. Check that out. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs on the album.
It is fire.
Next month, we got Good For You featuring JV Tree. Probably another one of my favorites.
You said next week?
Next month.
Next month? Okay.
Yep. Other
March.
than that, man.
March.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no, it'll already be out by the time this goes out. But JV and Zach are dropping an EP tonight at midnight. If you guys want to check that
That'll
out.
be out. Word.
Other than that,
Dude, what do you think about the Boca song, man? That was nuts.
dude, that's
It's a
crazy.
dirty
That got
song.
love on TikTok too.
Really?
You guys see that?
Uh-uh.
There- like love.
Damn.
Like he had a few people with like 300,000 followers. or
Whoa,
whatever.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyways, check that stuff out when it comes out.
Instagram, Twitter.
I'm at Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Kid Who Came Back.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me on there. Check that out. Shout out Smart Boy. Shout out my family. I love you guys.
Upcoming show.
Upcoming shows, not yet. We're
Not yet,
we're
okay.
still
Just
still
album.
working on that
In the books.
in the books.
Album release though, so that's
Yeah,
The
the
album.
listening party. We're gonna be
Mhm.
doing that in May. The album's coming out sometime in May, so we'll get you guys the info. Just follow me, and
Yes.
you'll know what's up.
Dope. That was fire. I don't know what you guys thought. What a great time, Corey Gossett, today.
Mm-hmm.
You already know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. If anything else, follow their music. We are Ben and Zach. This is the District Spotlight, your premier platform for independent music. Peace out.
Peace.